Commander, we've located the site where Big Sky took off from. No immediate signs of activity. Hold on. Might have something. It's a weak signal on an open channel.
Throughout this area. Region are of particular concern. All attempts should be made.
Is that Valen? Haven't had any signs of her since we lost HQ. Commander, if there's any chance she or Big Sky are still alive, we have to get down there.
Oh, exciting! We successfully triangulated the position of Big Sky's origin point. We're picking up a weak transmission on an open channel in the area, and it sounds a lot like Dr. Valen. If there's any chance she's alive, we need to get to the site immediately, but not that immediately.
We're reading you.
New regional contacts located.
Great. Where do we want to go next? We don't have an alien facility on the map yet, so we also, I think, have not researched the next thing that will allow us to migrate out of this region without losing all of our intel. So let's just start investigating
Avenger plotting new course.
this site, this triangulated position. See if we can find where the call of the wild is coming from. It comes from within. Okay, we've cleared out another space of alien debris.
Maximum power consumption reached.
I am aware that maximum power consumption has been reached. I say we start clearing out this alien machinery. We could put 2 engineers on the job if we had 2 engineers, and we do not have 2 engineers. Let's go back to the geoscape. One more day till magnetic weapons.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
Have you, Tiger?
These magnetic-based weapons are a lot like the early railgun prototypes. They fire projectiles at extremely high velocity.
that Shen nodded contemptuously at the poster of a sectoid she just obliterated. Well, having finally gotten a closer look at Gauss rifle technology Advent has deployed among their forces, I'm fairly confident we can develop a magnetic weapon system of comparable power. The obvious question, why not simply use the Advent weapons directly, was discovered early on by Resistance forces in the field. Some years ago, the aliens began integrating a sort of genetic verification technology into their weapons that prevents them from functioning by any species whose DNA has not been pre-encoded. Ooh, how do you get that to work? Unfortunately, the system also exerts lethal force on an unsuspecting authorized user. Holy shit. In fact, we should disseminate it as widely as possible among the Resistance cells we have contact with. Definitely. Yeah. So we're taking key components of that weaponry and making sustainable prototypes of our own. How good. Get ready for a torrent of shit here. Oh, we can... Look, it's magnetic versions of every custom weapon I have downloaded in the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy Jesus Christ. It just keeps going. Oh, and we can Advent, Stun Lancer, and Lancer. We can autopsy these guys instantly now, because the game's decided we've researched enough other stuff.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised this most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet. Despite a thorough analysis, I have yet to discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing their visual acuity will no doubt prove difficult.
Indeed. All right, now we can build a battle scanner. I don't see that being a lot of use to us with what we've got right now. The most public face of Advent security, blah, 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 blah. The troopers were at one time entirely human, implying some means of gradual genetic enhancement without the rejection concerns that would normally plague these experiments. The body itself maintains the general outward appearance of a typical human, with the most crucial changes occurring in the cranial structure. They receive orders or are controlled directly through psionic link engineered as part of the genetic modification process. The eyes are bigger. I'm going to guess probably because they've been hybridized with sectoids. We can make the battle scanner, but we won't. And let's get the stun lancer too, definitely.
The Advent Stun Lancer was apparently outfitted with the intention of serving as a civilian peacekeeping unit within the city centers. Although they are equipped with weapons capable of administering non-lethal blows, recent reports indicate an increasingly aggressive stance taken by these units. Although Advent clearly intended for these units to be their means of dealing with any unruly civilians within the city centers, it seems they have come to rely on more brutal means of pacification in the time since.
I should say so. They nearly killed Mindy. Mindy has 8 health. Blah blah blah. They're just like the troopers, except they've got higher overall agility and survivability with their muscle fiber density or whatever. They've got allegedly non-lethal weapons. Blah blah. Did the aliens consciously reduce the troopers' strength based on their assessment of human combat readiness? It would imply a system of rapid genetic modification beyond what I had previously imagined the aliens were capable of, and it would demonstrate a degree of genetic frugality that I would have previously assumed was irrelevant to the aliens based on the variety of unusual experiments they've conducted. Could it be that this genetic material is something of a resource to them? Who knows? Who knows? New items available. An alloy bat. Just your ordinary baseball bat constructed of alien alloy. A rarity after Advent banned baseball. When pure kinetic energy is no longer sufficient in the field, this sword comes with an electric field. So it can stun enemies. Who knows if we'll actually use that. Hybrid materials. We can start researching the next advance in armor. Or we could do resistance radio. And I'll tell you right now, that's what we're doing.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander.
Thank you.
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
I appreciate it.
I was not going to admit it to Shen, but there is one thing I miss more than my lab equipment. Those damn juicy Advent burgers. I don't know where they get the meat, and frankly, I do not want to know.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Advent did ban animal husbandry, and I think destroyed livestock for some reason. We're low on engineers, says the game. There's not much I can do about that. I bought an engineer, so bite me, game. I think we're pretty much all set here. How are we doing in the Advanced Warfare Center? Do we still need an officer in there? I'm going to go with no. Chuggo and Quetz. They're going to be okay. Let's get you out of there. Let's get another engineer in here. Working on excavation. Nice to have the time it will take. Let's get to the bridge! To the bridge! Let's further triangulate that position.
There are a number of unusual energy signatures permeating this area, Commander. I'm seeing power fluctuations, intense heat, some psionic activity, all signs of a possible conflict. We should move quickly.
Oh,
Commander, you and I both know what Valen meant to our operation. She was our chief scientist, one of our most valuable assets. With your permission, I'd like to lead this operation personally. I was able to get you out of Advent's clutches. Maybe I can do the same for her.
Definitely. Definitely we will not do that. I'm sorry. Not right now. There's little else we can do here, so I guess just gain intel is all we're going to do.
Setting course for East Africa.
fuck?
Commander, remote reconnaissance indicates the aliens have a UFO hunting for our position. We need to be careful about where we pick our flight paths.
Well, what if we don't fly?
Power relay now operational.
Nice, now we can start building another room. This room just looks like a bunch of dusty old boxes of computers. Alright. So what do we want to build next? We do definitely want to build a proving ground. There's no question about that. I kind of feel like we want to build a workshop, but I don't think we want to put it here, honestly. I think about this for a second. Workshop is 125 supplies. Okay. And proving ground is 100 supplies. We did just research all those nice mag weapons, but we can sell more stuff to get more supplies. How much more power do we have? 12 more power. The workshop requires 1 power, so we don't have enough power. Despite just building a power relay, we don't have enough power to build both. Ugh. Okay, let's just start building the proving ground now.
Commander, we pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
I agree, that is the case. Okay. Let's head to the armory. No, let's head to
Hey,
engineering.
Commander.
And see if we can build some of those guns. Okay, shotgun, we definitely want the shotgun. That's 75 supplies and 5 alloys. How many alloys? We have 66 alloys. So we should have more than enough to build the weapons that we want. Let's see, where's this is the one thing about having all of these guns. It's impossible to scan through. Okay, 125 supplies. The stutter mag is the SMG replacement. And it's stronger than a standard ballistic rifle. So we'll buy that first. Then we'll get the shard gun. Now we have 130 supplies left. Get alloy mat. So the other thing we could make is the was it the Gauss rifle? I can't remember what the fuck they call it in this game, but the upgraded rifle, magnetic rifle, magnetic rifle. That's 125 supplies, so we can afford that. And I am super tempted to just do that. What else could we get otherwise? You know, we'd be upgrading the axes, so they would be ionic axes instead. I believe that's the term for it. Except, oh no, we can't upgrade the we can't upgrade the Alien Hunter equipment until we do the Alien Hunter mission. So we actually don't have that. So let's just build the magnetic rifle. Okay. And then from there, let's just see how people
We
look.
probably could have saved a lot of time repairing the ship's systems if we had any idea how to translate their language. Unfortunately, we don't come across many linguists out here.
Indeed. Oh, Chomsky, where have you been? Ooh.
Commander, we've received word that the aliens have completed a facility devoted to their work on the Avatar project. If we can establish contact with the local resistance forces in this region, we can make a move on that facility and destroy it to set back the aliens' operation.
Okay, well, we know what direction we're going to be heading in. That's not a question. Once we get a radio tower installed here, we'll go up and make our way to that facility. That UFO is still hunting. There's a supply drop in 2 days. I have an idea. Can't click on it. I have an idea. We've tracked the signal rover received to this location. We should get down there and find out what's going on.
Avenger plotting new course.
Shen, I know this is personal for you, but you don't have to go out there. Our troops are more than capable of investigating on their...
I'm going, Central. I know how to handle myself. Let's not waste any more time than we have to.
You heard
I
the
agree.
lady. Lock and load.
Okay,
You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my